And that's in the wrong place. You got confinement in the state jail. We can't confine him for 4 years in the state jail. I think you're going to
Well, that's just the paperwork that was there.
you're going to be confined. You are going to be sentenced.
Jeez.
Well, we got to try it. I can fix it.
A Texas courtroom hears a probation revocation case as a defendant appears before Judge John Stephen after being accused of committing another crime while already on probation. Prosecutors say the defendant violated his probation by committing criminal trespass, an offense that could immediately send him back to prison. Because of prior felony convictions, the case carries an enhanced punishment range that could result in years behind bars. During the hearing, the defendant admits the violation in open court, a plea that gives the judge the authority to revoke probation immediately. Now Judge John Stephen must decide whether the agreement will stand and how many years the defendant will spend in prison.
Are you Christopher J. Smith? You have to speak out, sir, so
Yes.
the court reporter can hear. J. Smith. You have to speak out, sir, so
Yes.
the court reporter can hear. You were here with Mr. Turk, your attorney, and the state's attorney and the probation office. That's a sin.
It's the MTC, he's pleading on possessions and he dismissed.
If
That's my understanding of it anyway.
two cases, 24 CR 2340. There's a motion to revoke probation where you were placed on probation for state jail felony, though it was enhanced, I guess, for prior convictions. It was a state jail and you were sentenced to 10 years in prison. Pleading true to allegations 2 and 3, 2 state jail felonies. So I guess that was state jail punished as though it were a 3rd-degree felony. And then in 25 CR 1313,
Not the possession.
that was on actually what was interesting is God bless you. 24 CR 2340, the earlier numbered one.
It was the
disposed
possession
of-
occurred before.
Was disposed of after. I'm sorry, disposed of after the other indictment.
That's correct, Your Honor. I think 1313 is going to be dismissed.
Yes.
So,
The new position. Yes.
I'm lost. I don't see anything anywhere in here, but I'm lost. Okay.
I mean, that's,
I'm careful.
I know, well, I'm just confused.
I'm good. I'm good.
I know you're, but I want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
What started out?
Well, you know, it was one of my New Year's resolutions.
Okay, that's the 2340. That's all I have. 25 CR 1313. This new case filed September of last year on illegal possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, which is not alleged in this motion to revoke probation. But is that case going to be dismissed?
Yes.
Is that the plan? Okay, all right. So let's just deal with then the motion to revoke probation here in 2340. You were here with Mr. Turk, your attorney, and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this motion to revoke probation filed
Yes, Judge.
February 17th, 2026? And can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Judge.
Does the defendant waive any additional time periods he may have under law to prepare in this case?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, lower your hand. In summary, this motion to revoke probation, sir, states that on August 4th, 2025, in this court, you were sentenced to 10 years in prison, and that was suspended for 10 years for the state jail felony of burglary of a building. Is that true and correct?
All right, yes, sir.
All right, and it was sentenced, that was a state jail felony, which would otherwise carry with it up to 2 years in the state jail, but because of prior convictions in the indictment that you pleaded true to, two of them, then the punishment range was enhanced. Even though it's a state jail felony, but it was punished as though it were a third-degree felony, which carried with it up to 10 years in prison. Is all of that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
That's why you were sentenced to 10 years in prison, probated for 10 years, even though it was a state jail felony, correct? Yes. Yes, speak out so she can hear.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Ma'am?
You gotta speak, you gotta speak clearly.
Is all of that true and correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. There is an agreement that's been reached here that you would be pleading true, your probation would be revoked. And stand down, see how this story ends. You'd be sentenced to 4 years in prison. And then this other case, 25 CR 1313 would be dismissed. Is that your understanding of the plan?
Yeah.
If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand? So yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So allegation one, again, alleges that you committed the offense of criminal trespass on or about August 17th, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas, which violates your probation order, which is don't commit any crimes. Is that allegation true and correct as it is alleged?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading true and correct to that voluntarily and because it is true?
Okay.
She can't hear.
Yeah, sure.
Do you understand that a voluntarily and knowingly made plea of true to one or more violations of probation, that is enough to grant the motion to revoke probation? Your probation can be revoked and you can be sentenced to no less than 2, no more than 10 years confinement in prison. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true today? Based upon this agreement?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's yes or no? Okay.
Prison for trying to do probation. So,
Based upon this agreement, are you pleading true and correct voluntarily and because allegation one is true?
sure. Yes, yeah.
I find you're pleading true and correct voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true. One other thing I just want to add here on Mr. Smith, this 1313 is going to be dismissed. That is an illegal possession of a controlled substance, a state jail felony. He's pleading true to criminal trespass. What about that? Is that going to be resurrected or is that not going to be followed? Y'all dismissing that?
I'll dismiss it, Judge. There's a note in the file that there was an
I don't think
offer
it's,
made.
I don't even know what degree crime that is.
It's Class B misdemeanor the way it was
Class
alleged.
B,
Yes,
but it still could put him in jail for 6 months, but that's going to be dismissed,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Or not going to be filed.
correct, Judge.
Oh, you got that going for you as well. Do you understand the plan here? Anything else to add?
You judge.
I'm going to find, if nothing further, Mr. Smith, that you have pleaded true to allegation number one of this motion to revoke probation, committing the offense of criminal trespass on or about August 17th, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas. That is a violation of condition one of your probation order, which states do not commit an offense while on probation. And the court finds that true by a preponderance of the evidence or greater. Thus, this motion to revoke probation is hereby granted your probation of 10 years in prison, probated for 10 years of this state jail felony, enhanced to a third-degree felony for burglary of a building, is hereby revoked, and you are now hereby sentenced to confinement. And that's in the wrong place. You got confinement in the state jail. We can't confine him for 4 years in the state jail.
Yeah, that's.
I think you're gonna
Well, that's just the paperwork that was there.
you're gonna be confined. You're gonna be sentenced. Well, we gotta try it. I can fix it, but it's gonna take some, just a second.
I'm on simpler types of paperwork.
Okay, I think it's done. Your sentence is 4 years in prison to the state jail felony, punished though as a third degree felony due to the original plea agreement and the plea hearing where you pleaded true to 2 prior state jail felonies, which kept this a state jail felony, but enhanced the punishment because of the prior state felony convictions as though it were a third degree felony. That's why you're getting 4 years in prison, not a state jail, and we can't put you 4 years in the state jail. Anyway, that's not an available punishment under law. Do you understand what has happened today, sir? You'll be given credit for all time you have served in accordance with this case. I can't do parole. That's somebody else's business. But you will be given credit for time you have
4
served.
years.
4 years. Okay.
After reviewing the evidence and hearing the defendant's admission, Judge John Stephen revokes the defendant's probation and sentences him to 4 years in prison. The ruling ends a probation period that originally allowed the defendant to avoid prison after a burglary conviction. Because the defendant admitted to committing another offense while on probation, the court determined that revocation and sentencing were required under the agreement. Cases like this highlight how quickly probation can turn into prison time when a new offense is committed. Now the question is, should probation violations always lead to prison, or should judges sometimes give defendants another chance?